Hey, what is going on YouTube? This is Demi back here with another video in the Outer Worlds. Let's go and get started here real quickly. Continue. Thanks so much guys for continuing to watch this series with me. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. When we last left off, we had a few things to take care of. We have a new side quest from the Sublight group to take over this seemingly abandoned, I guess, orbital satellite station or something like that, some sort of station in space that stopped receiving communications. And then after that, we can go and pick up the main quest in Phineas. So we are, let me make sure we're at where I believe we're at real quickly. Okay, so we're still on the Groundbreaker. Oh no, we're on Monarch actually. So we do need to go here for this quest. Yeah, HRS-1084.
We've reached HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal etheric static.
Okay, so we'll go from here. Let's go ahead and we'll get the dock on board. No, we'll get Vicar Max as well. Terror on Monarch with Ruth Bellamy. Bellamy? Bellamy. Alright, let's see what's going on here, guys. I'm gonna go and activate the quest 2 real quickly. The Ice Palace. Alright.
This is
Interesting.
Blake. We'll need the power generators back on to finish this job.
Interesting. So we've got a mechanical been taken out. Restricted access. Why would I need that? Isn't the power off? Oh, I like that the power's off so it's not like glowing. You know, it's like it's almost on low power mode. So it looks like there was some sort of fight here. Shipping label. 1 case of UDO concussion mines by Chief of Security, Ida Kimball. Contents may have shifted in transit. You don't recognize that you have chosen any remote closest provider. Quality and safety not guaranteed. Okay. Get some more dead robots, it looks like. Sealed door. That might open once we get power back on. Let's go ahead and take what we can before things... I mean, clearly something's going on here, right? Okay, so this is like a little sealed. Interesting. Let's take a look here. We do have something that way to go explore. Got mines everywhere. Is there a possible mutiny that happened here? Sealed. Okay, so it does look like we just generally need to get the power back on before we go anywhere. So yeah, we have the 2 options. We have that one as well. I'm gonna search behind here real quickly.
I can take a hint.
See if I can find... Oh, okay, there's a way into this office. Interesting. Link UDL keycard. Okay. Let's see here. Use terminal. What options do we have? Able to access memory cartridge terminal power. Okay, so once the power is back on, we should be able to take a look at that. Alright, let's go back this way. We have a ladder up here to explore. Kind of seeing what's going on here. Okay, we have our first body. Okay, definitely looks like something happened here. Smash terminal. Was this open last time? I don't think this was open last time. Okay, so we've got a scientist and a 2 possible.
Captain, a word of caution. Those automechanicals are likely to wake when we power the generator.
Good point. So maybe we should postpone. Sealed, sealed, sealed. Okay, all of this is sealed so far. So did something go wrong and that scientist try to take everything out to keep it hush hush? Maybe? It's gonna be sealed. Okay, we've got a lunchroom. Any survivors in here? Fridge is still on. Interesting. Don't have any survivors, it looks like. Whoever put these here really doesn't want us getting around the ship, it seems like. Critical toilet and maintenance, non-critical sensors indicated outside. Gas is leaking from storage tanks. Set to non-critical management does not utilize the gas tank storage room. The normal load already sent. Air freshener is running low. Repair toilet. What exists? Existing door opened days ago as access. Okay, so this place has been here for a while, it seems like.
Captain, I've been attempting to contact you with urgent news. However, communicational functionality. A UGL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the...
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. So
Hmm.
glad we finally have this opportunity.
Interesting.
My ship is docked with 1084. There's no escape. You've been poking your nose into restricted locations. This makes my superiors unhappy. I could peel your ship open like a can of Borscht. But I'm in a sporting mood. Sublight? Ugh. I hate it when you outlaws organize. The paperwork for killing you would be the death of me.
Off the
Don't
record.
apologize. This is my... Squad, I'm ordering a recall. There's a misspelling on orders that ought to be corrected. On the...
Nice. I've never been good at de-escalation.
Interesting. I don't have an ID, but that being said, interesting. And like that, they've been dealt with. Return to root messages. Of course, morale was low. You give these PhD tanks of nuclear scrambling gas and no one bodies to rest it on. What do you think would happen? They can test on each other all they want, but no lays on the hand of my squad. I think case anyone challenges that decree. Kimball. To Kimball, subject bedtime story draft. Once upon a time, there was a princess who trained to be a soldier. Then one day, not a very nice man, job at an ivory tower. Once she thought better of her choices. I love you. Let's see another birthday, mom. Oh, I thought we cleared the robots out, so that's good. Didn't mean to do that. Well, this is the door I wanted anyways. Coded keycard. Okay, keycard encoded successfully. From redacted subject closing down. Justice has been dispatched to have been taken liberty of bringing this materials contaminant reading of this asset. Do not interfere with the tanks. There is ethical correction there. We can see to say secure approved alienist. Personal files. Not on gun thread. James is gone. He never said goodbye. I keep telling myself that he wanted me to remember him as he was outside of the tank. You could have said something, James. We were never short on time. Nothing's keeping me here now. On Chief Kimball. Kimball thinks be trouble once the doc her warm body. She showed up next to my boat last night. She said that if anything happened to her, what was her daughter's name? Hope it never comes to that. Okay, so it sounds like we have a mad scientist still going on here. And they activated the robots and stuff to keep that dude out. Log Mama Bear. Someone came asking if any of the docs had been around. I told her what I was like. And they said electrical fluids from a checkpoint. She doesn't like she knows something. You know, especially I'm going for around the docks. Security checkpoint. Sounds like she was keeping the docks here because they'd gone crazy or they were going to test something possibly unethical or just, you know, absolutely crazy on people. So let's see what's going on. That's where we need to go. Yeah, with the fact that we've only seen, I think, what, one body, and it was a scientist with a sniper, looking like they were fending something off, then everything was deactivated. Seems like these scientists did something to everyone. Right, never mind.
Science in action is both a marvelous and terrifying thing to behold. In this case, however, I'd say it's more the latter.
Love, subject money. Oh. This genius will come back for you all and fix us, I swear. Please forgive us. Are these the scientists? I wonder if these were scientists when we last saw that other station a while back that had like to abandon everything and they left that other dude in the tank. You know what I mean? Quick summary, logical havens and simulation studies, active team members. Go further, the chimeric scientists via the targeted modification of human nuclei, use strands obtained in house final classification, messages. Changing the culture of the distress has solid relations between research staff and security personnel. To the research staff, the importance of your work sees any interpersonal conflict with security personnel. There will be no early dismissal. You will also notice that your employment contract has no set end date. We can enjoy a discussion morale and has impact on success. It's a question of humanity's place in the economy is answered. In the meantime, get back to work. Charlie, when he shifted, I told him he'd be nice. Every time Laura walked away, she rubbed my shoulders and asked me to make it different. Reading, they didn't need to be taken. It was just to keep my mind occupied. Could be every hour since then. And wrong. Red foot Claire on ice today. She and the others drew straws. Claire lost. The change was slower this time. At first, the sequences stayed within normal parameters, but then spread again, just like with Charlie. Tomorrow, I'm reaching out and they're directly. I need some answers. I wonder how Guthrid's doing. I hear somebody under his door. Being internet under frail, I had to respect after turning I got a prime to do minus the I drew straws to decide which best would be the next test subject. And then in developments after our service feels like we're miles away from our breakthrough. And herself for the losses, maybe some time away from what clear her mind. Take. Let's see who is this? The project lead on 1084 I wanted. Or you have orders to maintain wireless silence until my mission end state is achieved. Word. Ted Deluvian. The board told me they would deliver more. When I spend about, I'm afraid I can't afford it. Right on Earth by now, my area was addressed by the such department. One of my associates will reach out when we have an update. Or misuse the channel as a fireable offense, as is abusing your effective override. Emergencies, damn it, system instead of indefinite. Interesting. Only one body. Was that the, I guess, last scientist in whatever they were working on? Am I missing something here? Interesting.
It's done. Now let's go get our money before Sublight sees what a creepy dump this place is. Wait, Chartrand? We've seen that name before, back in Cascadia.
It was the same facility. It was that underground facility we found the science weapon at. These are the same scientists that had to leave there once everybody else started dying out.
Fate shines on us today.
Interesting.
That does it. Time for a drink?
Interesting. I wonder then, what are they working on? I mean, so it's something with adjusting the human nuclei is what it said. Something about, like, the humans on Halcyon, so is there something going on with us, or...
Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? May luck...
Set back to the groundbreaker. Interesting.
We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
Yes, we have. Dissenters in our midst. I just realized they're wearing the iconoclast symbols, so I like how they're playing the narrative of like the enemy is the people that think differently than the board and stuff. Seems like the board's losing control of this place, you know? I mean, low parts, ship falling out of the sky, people not getting stuff. Anybody just hear me yell like that, or?
CNP Worst. It's not worst. Worst.
Celia Hagen?
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain. I heard about that. While my lawyers scratch their heads wondering how we deal with human salvage, I'm leaving the researchers in hibernate. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance? I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage bit. You have an eye for patterns. After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know. Glad to know it, Cap. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters. Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain? Aliens. I'm talking about aliens. They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it. Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you to believe it. But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
Captain, in my humble assessment, Ms. Hagen is insane.
Well, at
In
least
my
she doesn't
professional
expect us to
assessment.
believe it. The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into... I assume you have questions? If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside. Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they have an all... This is an invasion of our very selves. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us. Make us more like those monsters on Monarch. No kidding. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my data talking, not my anxiety or lack of sleep. If you don't believe me, go pay a visit to the puppet master who's working against her own kind. Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species. I need you to put a bullet through her skull. She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team. You've got me all wrong. I just want to add savior of humanity to my resume. Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. An invasion needs collaborators working from the shadows. She has access to the board, unlimited funds, and a colony for... By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust any...
Right. Feel like something else is going on here and I need to talk to the scientist about it. I don't think it's aliens. I mean, we really haven't gotten any other evidence for that. She like that. In my humble opinion, she is, you know, bad shit crazy. Yes.
Is it just me, or is
What are you...
my...
Gotcha. This guy's really...
What kind of depraved mind would con...
It's your party.
Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to put this behind... Shit. Oh. As the fate... have a look.
Shit, son of a bitch. Oh my god, he got more stock of them.
You know what's happening on Terra 1? Last I heard, the board...
So it seems like it's time to talk to Phineas so we can go get to Byzantium. I'm gonna ask why I'm taking the long way. Maybe because I just was too lazy to hit the M key.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put... So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those... If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the The chemical... If you don't bring me enough chemicals... Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every colony requires the presence of a Minister of Earth. Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. Whenever the board issues some new decree, you'll find Clark's signature on the dotted line. Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to... Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bub... Something about being discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. It's fine. You'll be stealing the chemicals, not ingesting them. You can trust her if that's... What's up?
Alright, looks like we get to go to Byzantium now.
We have decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells. Welcome back, Cap. How can I be of assistance? I'll be here.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go to Byzantium first.
Captain, I'm receiving an urgent...
Greetings from the Halcyon Parcel Service. Delivery is guaranteed within standard margins of certainty. I've got a special delivery for Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. With your permission, I'll see it transferred to your ship. It's a parcel, sir. This is the Halcyon Parcel Service. We don't deal in packages. With alacrity. Stand by, Captain. An HPS certified distribution technician has deposited the parcel into your cargo hold in accordance with hazardous waste disposal procedures. They dispense 3 complimentary spritzes of Anti-Cleo's Citrus Squirt Air Freshener. That's the HPS touch for... On behalf of HPS, I'd like to remind you that HPS is not... Thank you for your patience. And please remember HPS for all of your future parcel-related...
Right.
I've done plenty of smuggling runs, but this thing with the chemicals is full.
Oh no.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon.
Oh!
Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching.
That's the first DLC.
Research compound left to the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money. Was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Well, that fellow certainly seemed trustworthy.
I've gotten jobs from some unusual sources, but this is a first. Congratulations, Captain.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's gotta be a better way to ask someone to do you a favor. At least this won't be boring.
Lucky Montoya owed Captain Hawthorne a considerable debt. I believe this is what humans refer to as payback.
Captain, the message contains landing coordinates for a small asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. It was recently registered to an Wilhelmina Ambrose. He was an old friend of Alex Hawthorne's. Lucky Montoya had a statistically significant tendency to encounter situations of extreme danger.
Oh, really? I thought he lost his arm gambling.
He was also the 4th best paid freelancer in the system. There are several hundred freelancers operating in Halcyon. Considering the numbers, Mr. Montoya ranked among the top percentile. This had less correlation with his measured aptitudes, which rank at or below average, than with a pattern of fortunate circumstances. I have transferred the coordinates for Ambrose Manor to your navigation.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some
Oh, it's like a
shady
little
business
permanent
out
audio
there.
recording message. Interesting. What's going on? We'll land in Byzantium first, and then go from there.
Not gonna fix itself.
Interesting city. Wonder what that's to. Street access. Okay. Tyrese.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here. So what if all those MSI suits traded on Monarch this time? I could do it.
Right. Retirees. I guess it's just, yeah, old people done with the job. Weird. Didn't know the board would let people retire.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
Don't you
Yes,
find
I
it
mean it.
fun? Maybe seeing a water ship like blown to
Quarantine sprat sighted. Interesting.
Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
What's this dude want?
Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean? Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation? Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Well, I have been told I have a face made for an aetherwave drama.
And pipes to match. Maybe we can get you reading some of our ad segments. So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
Of a lifetime. Let's do it.
Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Auntie Cleo's pipe patch. All of the benefits of smoking a real pipe, none of the messy cleanup.
It really does gleam like spit-shined gold.
Think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the gates?
CNPI platinum, not good. It's unbelievable how good it is.
The dissidents actually took over the refinery. I can't believe it. The chairman.
You look serious. UDO.
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right place. Why, to defend our property. Byzantium is the best of what Halcyon. Marauders, dissidents, especially large sprats. One never knows what threat might arise. Only because we make it so. It is only the fear of the
I can honestly say I'm personally terrified at the thought of someone such as...
Indeed. It's up to us to take our... One can never be too well armed.
Too well armed. Ooh. Pink slip. And the exterminator. Alrighty. Let's look at some shops. Let's explore the city for a bit. That's closed. That's closed. Looking for like people with names. Anything to get some more quests going.
Today's trends are tomorrow's.
Oh, he's got like a little canid pet.
The Emerald Vale.
No, I want one.
Your best find this week. Go.
I wrote someone up for slandering trademark yours.
Pretty good. I caught someone loitering outside corporate offices. In substandard.
Citizens, today marks a momentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history.
Down on the bar by now.
Deep and thorough examination of our budgets.
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an order.
You, with the hips, over here. Let me take a... Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you.
You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. Your walk, your posture, the cut of your clothes. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs. Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into... I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like... Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common... Also, I expect you to model for me. Oh, you cad! You'll be the talk of Byzantium once I'm done with you. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an out... You have the bearing and demeanor of a born mob. Fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up. If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe...
You don't gotta be so
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word, such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing, and copyright. There.
Captain, please don't do this again.
Aren't you a brute? But you're in luck, darling. I enjoy a brute now and again. They shake things up, create the unexpected. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you. There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in merely an hour. And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I. I can't wait. What can I do for you?
I love Byzantium.
Hey, stand back. You. Yep, you're looking at the minister's newest personal guard. Right here. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all. Oh, he's, medium height with like... Oh, you definitely reckon. He's basically the most... That means I got a key. Yep, I've nearly made it to the... That's a
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here.
Sure have!
He's...
You have a... Oh, maybe they...
Have you tried our new cocktails? Oh, by all... I don't believe in work. Work is for auto mechanicals and lower classes. I don't mean to sound cruel. There's nothing wrong with working. It's just so unnecessary. Why bother? We all have our roles in society. Maverick Johnston's about to release his new picture. From what I hear, they've already started shooting. What can I do for you? Then you'll want to speak with our auto... Quite so.
Please allow me to improve your drinking experience. Request confirmed. Banter protocol activated. Welcome, attractive patron, to Billingsley's House of Inebriation. Did you know that I am a priceless heirloom, custom built for the Billingsley family? Please remember to thank Mr. Billingsley for allowing you to bask in my presence.
Hey, you look familiar. Here's to me. Hey, you're really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends. Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before... Who am I kidding? That's... Oh, laws. I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop. You sure sound like you know what you're talking about. Okay, here goes. I don't... I just need to sit down.
I've seen you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
I'm afraid my years are catching up with me. But never fear. I believe I can still keep pace with you and the captain.
Out with it, you...
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicker.
You cannot understand the problem until you free yourself from the desire for an answer.
Rizzo's lemon slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a counter waiver, and you know how dreadful the paperwork is. Don't I?
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste the rainbow.
I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. Have a prosperous...
A fine day. Welcome to House. That's just a little parcel. Nope. It's... We can ship...
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here. Oh, what are you doing? Nothing. Laws, I knew. I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my maybe I. And so what if I. They. Even if I. Really. They. Please, do take care. Well, and pipes. Some people say that. Not that I place any stock in to deal with the sewers. Therefore, my, oh, very well. See, I'm an enormous fan of all. Well, so you see, it's imperative. Not just name. There's Lord Reginald. They're in a rather she's an ambition. It's difficult to tell what exactly. So is Iskander is. She's a member of Farnsworth Incorporated's regulatory. Something else? But I might.
System sweeping.
Here we go. Oh. Nice kill.
System. Exiting security enforcement mode.
Can you believe this? Why? You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for. I know. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker.
Here they come!
Aw, I was hoping we could bring him home. You'd let me have a giant sprat, right, Captain? As long as I fed it?
Incoming! Cover! No, prisoner! I didn't sign up for this! I'm switching...
Any luck finding my sprats? Truly? Why this? Oh, dear, it looks like some of my darlings have... Thank you. Now...
Spacer's Choice Dehydrated Water Tablets. Just add air. Now available in carbonated. Auntie Cleo's pipe pack.
Down there,
All of
a
the
new
benefits
ship.
of smoking a real
Doesn't
pipe
look like any of the
together
corporate freighters.
together.
But what would they be doing here?
swear. Next time we put into ground... Oh, I'm so nervous. Having trouble. It's a shame about what happened to that lucky fella. Maybe finishing what he started... Not a word. Oh, point is, Captain. So whatever they got up to in the past... Sure thing, Captain.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
All right. Oh.
I've shut off the visual feed from my ocular inputs in the captain's quarters, so you're free to disrobe whenever you'd like.
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner. It was probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do whatever it was, make sure I didn't get hurt, but he'd never interfere. I learned a lot that way.
I wish I could have met him.
Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the... I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew. So, Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fun... Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best... You're serious. You're giving me... I put together a little... Hey there. I'm Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get a... That motto is it's a work in progress. Additionally... In conclusion, what do you think? Am I in? Wow. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
You see me, girl.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Punch. You got your punch right here.
Have you tried our dehydrated one?
Oh, it's Mark.
Have a look.
Good to
Carry on.
Rizzo's knock you out bar. A sexy and 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and peach nuts in it. It's time for a KYO.
Okay, Captain, she's gone. I feel like running laps around. So she got here, and the first thing she said was, "Oh, you smell nice, like mock apples." And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I could. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread. She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft." Oh, and let me tell you, I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person. Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold. I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted, strong, smart. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes! We talked about it some. I told her I wasn't sure how it'd work. She said we'll take it as it comes. Fix things together. Share meals, talk. Maybe she could rub my shoulders when they're sore. I said I might like that. It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vickers capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
You ever notice how our crew's a lot like that crime family from The Masked Marketeer?
Okay, but who's Sam?
Come on, Ellie. Sam ain't people. I guess he can be Chairman Rockwell on that one cameo appearance.
I heard they had an automech read those lines because the actors were afraid of offending the chairman.
Hey, boss. Got a hypothetical for you? You got a friend, see? Somebody you knew. 5 years go by, they send you a message out of the aether. What's going through... You got the wrong idea. Guy by the name of Clyde Harlow. He was an old friend of mine. I just heard from him. Says he wants to talk to me. Says it's urgent. Clyde's... I appreciate...
Hey, Captain. Next time we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning... I haven't actually talked to him. Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit, given the dangerous life I lead. Whoa, let's calm down. I'm just See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise, but I worked so hard. I dropped the accent. Well, I bet they won't know the difference. I bet they'll barely recognize me. And, if you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a year, anything else? I sure hope you negotiate. Makes me wonder what you're... Besides, none of this is your... Guess I've got no... You seem to have a good... Don't mention it. Anything else?
we last left off. Phineas's contact. Let's take a look real quickly. The Low Crusade. Celia. Okay, so let's do the Low Crusade first, and then we'll go and check out the Low Crusade real quickly first. So let's go back to Celia. Interesting. We did kind of get this quest a little fast after we picked up Felix, but let's see where this leads. Let's do it. Let's check it out. Adrena time. Be a better you with Adrena time. Let's save real quickly. I don't fully know what's going on here, but Felix asked us to bring him back here. Yeah, let's check out his equipment real quickly. See what we're rocking here. I think I have anything that will beat what he's got. So yeah, let's just go from here then. Just seeing Harlow has a separate little area.
Hey, you. Looking for something? Where do you think you're going? Hey, nice form. Good delivery, too. All right, go on.
He's like, alright, you seem trustworthy. Outlaw.
Got my sights on you.
Interesting. Alright, it's still stilling if we get stuff, so let's go ahead and talk to the captain, see what's going on. Interesting. Just kind of looking around real quickly. So it's just like an outlaw outfit, essentially, is what it looks like. What if I just access the terminal? Logs. Gateway sticks. Radar werewolf, engine parts, subversive entry. To intercept these ships despite how cleverly they've masked their heat signatures. Our patron pulled through again with that tracking data. Don't know how they get their hands on it. Crew had beginning to wonder about our patron when we opened up our scanners and sniffed the system for latest Wildcat. We picked up a signal from a corporate freighter nearby. It was hauling 10 times more cargo than our target. No sooner did we scan it than a message came through ordering us to go after the Wildcat instead. Something doesn't add up until I get answers. Stay skeptical. Harlow's the boss. F the board. Are you still reading, Pig? Wake up. After all, Pirate's Code has exceeded character limit. Okay.
Been ages since we had a good haul. No freighters, no jobs, no contracts in weeks. We're standing around kicking rocks.
Marlo. Oh, he got a good buddy. Let's start Harlow and Marlo. Oh, that's adorable. All right, let's kick it off.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see, or a you've aged, old man?
So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
Felix will always have a place in this crew. He's family to us now.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy. I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy. That one day, he and I would change the colony together.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him. Everyone in my crew proves their loyalty. No exceptions. Not even Felix.
But isn't he in my
I
crew?
want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. Routed us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the Groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
Clyde offered me a hand when nobody else would.
There you have it, Captain.
You think so? Maybe we should...
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel... Remember, here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know well enough. You had a chip on your shoulder. You'd argue...
What do you mean, had? And for the record, you never could admit when you lost an argument.
You see what I had to deal with? Let's hear it. A revolution is the work of a lifetime, Captain. I've spent my life preparing for the day of Halcyon's reckoning. Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal soldiers, freedom from the board's oversight. The skies around Scylla are curiously absent of patrol ships. It's almost as if the board's sphere of influence is shrinking. Besides, our facility is well armed and located on defensible terrain. If the board tries to lay siege to us, we'll make them pay. Hardly. The board is rotting from the inside. Tomorrow, entropy is the natural...
That was simultaneously the least scientific and most pompous statement I've heard in ages. Well done, Mr. Harlow.
A vicar. I admit, you do keep some interesting company. Was there anything else? Something on your mind? Let's hear it. I was working on this plan for years, saving... I never intended to spend my life laboring on the Groundbreaker. When the opportunity presented itself...
You might have said...
I had some ugly business in Scylla. Hephaestus controlled mining operations all over Scylla. Most of these operations failed. Mostly abandoned anyway. This one was running on a skeleton crew.
Interesting. So Harlow and his space dog Marlowe.
Nothing to do but stand around and watch the stars go by.
Interesting. Alright, let's get into the Unreliable real quickly. So we have a space pirate trying to plan a revolution. Seems a little sketchy. We'll have to take a look. Let's take a look real quickly over here.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Awesome, let's take a look. So what we need to do.
Is one healthy if they are well adjusted to a sick society?
That's deep, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to save that one. I always feel like when I jump through here, I'm faster. Or like there's less gravity. Maybe that's because it's a ship. That's one way.
This is Halcyon News.
We move cargo
We interrupt
16
your
hours.
regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township?
You mind? Trying to have a moment here. Yeah, I was called that once upon a day. You need something? Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. That's Harlow's mark. No, I don't want any manner of harm befalling Rufus. Not on my account.
We're not? Oh, right, yeah.
All right. Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. Please, just make it quick. That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to. Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the... A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution. Something about getting rich. Abandoned his work and ran off that very day.
He must have been recruiting.
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on I don't know Harlow. Never so much as bandied a word with the fellow. You're better off having this discussion with Rufus. Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little... He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. In that order. No, and he was particular about that. Said I was better off not getting in touch. Appreciate it.
Alright. So we flew, like halfway across this solar system to have a 2-minute chat about finding a guy.
So, is there anything you'd like to talk about, Felix?
Is this about me ending up in the wrong bunk? Because I swear I wasn't that drunk. The hallway's disorienting.
That's not what I just wanted you to know that I'm here in case there's anything I can help you with.
Also, I am really sorry about your floor.
Forget I broached the topic. Let's just pretend last night didn't happen.
Yeah, let's just pretend.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Bites, a soft, sour candy shell around a sweet purpleberry flavored center. Chocolate, cheers, and beer.
That is one interesting tagline to be sure. Sorry, I just like jumping on the groundbreaker for some reason. It's just really satisfying. It's been one of those days. I'm just kind of burnt out and tired right now. So jumping around this ship was amusing to me, Alright.
Sam, my vacuum tubes require evacuating. No, not those. The ones in port. Yes, there. Thank you. And while you're at it, could you switch my binaries to that? Exactly. I haven't felt this clean and efficient since Captain Hawthorne installed my subalternate auxiliary backup processor.
Ooh.
What a mess! What a mess!
I don't know what I just witnessed.
We're now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Let's get to it. Spectrum vodka, a glass for every class. Oh boy, he's way out here. Interesting that this place is still here. Can I still pick the fruit? No, there's still plenty of food on the ground. It's interesting to kind of like see this place is still here and intact, I guess, not like overrun. I gotta go this way. Okay. So I'm just checking this place out. First I need to figure out how to get over there. Darn, missed him. Is this really a safe I missed? Interesting. Guess we gotta go this way. Yeah, that adds up.
Everyone all right?
Interesting. Poor behemoths. Trying to mind their own business. Interesting archways. And rock formations. Is this like just lava came through here or what? North Gulch discovered. Let's do it. Okay, so he's got a little bit of gang here. Let's check it out.
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me. Yeah, of course he did. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying. How do I know that I can trust you? Yeah, guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You're a real piece of work, Trask. Not just a turncoat, but a liar, too.
Go piss up a rope, kid. I've got nothing to prove to you. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes. Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task. Huh. You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine. You wanna... I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility core. Because he's for sale, anything the board can buy, the board will buy. And that includes... With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant. Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody that... If we captured you... Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. Take it you've made up your mind. You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth...
So that's why I keep hearing that tune. I find the loot box. Interesting little band he's got here. Let's go ahead and... I don't know what I'm doing. Let's fast travel to... I wonder if we can find what's his face here too before I leave. Actually, I want to look at that. Alright, let's go ahead and head out.
Not today, Sam. I am not in the mood for a deep clean. Oh, all right. Some culprit who shall not be named spilled Rizzo's lemon slap on my console.
I'm just watching
Issuing
something here.
sanitation ticket.
Welcome back, Cap. How can I be of assistance? See you soon.
Right. Okay, let's just go back to Scylla. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on between those two. It's a little weird. Little weird. Torre, biological overview. I don't know. Are those supposed to be like bat toucans or no? Oh, it's one of the cute little white spreads. You find this, okay, it's inside the base, right? Let me make sure. Yeah, he's inside the base. Let's find this evidence.
Clyde. Then again, Trask knew he was a dead man. I've been trying to tell myself, Clyde, none of this is making a lick of sense to me.
Alright, let's go work it out with Clyde.
What's the word? Not surprised. Trask was a dead man trying to negotiate with his own executioner. He'd say anything to preserve his life. That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand? Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own... Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for. You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face. How should I know? What the hell do I care?
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as...
Heads up, boss!
Interesting.
Just getting started.
At the end of that quest.
This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think. No. I guess you really don't. I've just got a lot on my mind right now. This is a lot to take in. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me. Yeah, he did. And I'm not sure how I'm gonna get over that. hope so. I don't see this one passing anytime soon. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. I don't know what I believe anymore. Maybe it's better that way. Thanks for your time, boss.
Oh, time to loot. Harlow's emblem. Is that a weapon? What is Harlow's emblem? Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I can get the Safecracker's jacket. Alright. Oh, there's still some more guys outside that didn't want to rush in. Good choice, good choice. Just wait. Oh, wait. It's this way. I got lost for a second.
What was that? Trouble incoming, Captain. That's the last of them.
You appreciate how the robots are just going about their business? They're not involved? Alright, let's go get out of here. Alright, let's see.
Sam, I must confess, I have not been cleaned for far too long. You're sure this will... Oh, yes. That's the spot exactly. Why, I didn't expect you to be so thorough. I am ashamed to admit. Oh, Captain, there you are. Pardon, but perhaps you could afford us some privacy, please?
Right, I'm just gonna go this way. Just gonna ignore everything I saw. Yeah, everything else is in Byzantium, we should be good.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
So it's weird. Okay, so the chairman, I guess, is like the head boss of the Halcyon Corporation, right? But then the other guy is like, I guess, the senator for like representative of Earth, which makes him more powerful? Question mark? Or do they like share power? Oh yeah, the retirees are over here, weren't they?
The law's really looking out for me.
Oh, there we go. Look at me in the eye when you speak to me. Sorry, these helmets are just, they're really cool looking, but really funny looking at the same time, you know? Like, I really do appreciate just the overall aesthetic of everything in this game. Alright, let's see. Okay, so I should have everything for her beauty quest. I'm gonna go do that real quickly to kind of get this one out of the way since it's a bit of a side quest. I just need to talk to her with each outfit on.
Goodness. Look at those atrocious contours. The sheer brutality of its design. Of 2 outfits remain.
Okay, so there's Iconoclast, Spacer's Choice. Wait, no. Is it this one? Crap, which one was the Spacer's Choice one? Maybe it was that one. We'll see.
I can't wait.
Nope.
What can I...
Okay, hold on. Let's try that other one.
I can't. What can I do for you?
No, I specifically bought one of these as a Spacer's Choice. I have to go back. Oh, here we go. Spacer's Choice.
I can't. What can I do?
Interesting that didn't work, but this does look kind of cool. Well, snap. Maybe I can get the other one at least? I need your helmet.
Oh, 1 outfit.
Okay, and then we'll... Sweet as she does look at that. Okay, back to the ship real quickly, and then we'll go back to, that place and see what we got. I mean, we'll have the other outfits in here for Spacer's Choice. Maybe it's the, Okay, well there's this I can take. So you know what? I'll take the hibernation suit as well. It's just we'll take it all and kind of see what happens. Nice. If this doesn't work, then I'll go back to this Groundbreaker real quickly to buy more Spacer's Choice gear. Just kind of see what works.
I can't. What can I...
And this all clearly says Spacer's Choice, right? So, like, you know, don't be a nerd.
I can't. What can I...
Okay, so we gotta go back. Like the hibernation suit is still just wires. Whatever. Alright. You could fast travel to other locations, even if it took this a little longer or something. Like, we shouldn't always have to go grab break or load and then load out and then load back in and go somewhere.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn some things into my chest though. Alright, should be good. I really just have to run there. Okay.
Rizzo's knock you out hard. At the end, 7-6, no crocodile, caramel, and angry nothing.
You should. Don't take my word. Have a look.
Let me see real quickly.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Pastel flakes and Purple Berry Power Nuggets.
Oh, sorry about that. I had a. Oh my god, I had a terrible sneeze. Oh.
Now with 12% more crunch.
I can also go to.
I am a dirty, autonomous digital astrogator, Sam. I haven't cleaned my internals in ages. Can you hardly process the sheer quantity of dust buildup in there? Tell me you've seen worse. We'll continue this later.
I'm starting to get concerned by this. Where is.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain. Please avoid damaging.
Okay.
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as
I test no rubbernecking.
Oh, that looks cool. I just kind of want that. Okay, so those might have been. Those might be helpful.
you bloody?
Alright. Yeah, well, it's not that good. Okay, well, let's head with all this gear now. We'll see if we can complete this quest real quickly. Not where I wanted to go.
We're now in orbit. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
That was actually kind of fast.
I love Byzantium. Where else are you going to find art?
Let's see. See if this works.
I can't. What can I do?
Okay, so I guess if this definitely has it. This will work.
I can't. What can I do for you?
Hmm. What the hell? Like, am I just supposed to like this?
What can I do?
Let me see what the quest says. Oh, okay.
I can't. What can I do for you, darling? If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe.
Okay, so I mean, is it just stuff sold off the Groundbreaker?
I can't. What can
Like, I mean, this is Spacer's Choice. This is Spacer's Choice. At this point, I'm not entirely sure.
I can't. What can I do?
Alright, hold on. Let me look this up quickly. One sec.